if you start your SIP in Bitcoin with 5,000 rupees,
and Bitcoin gives you returns at a compound annual growth rate of 30%. So after just 15 years, your investment would be only 9 lakh rupees, but this 9 lakh would have become 17.2 million. And if you continue the SIP for 5 more years, this money would have become 76.6 million rupees. But if I say that not only can this 7.5 crore become 10 crore, but it can disappear before you even get it, and you might not even get the money you have invested, you might not believe it. But there is a high chance of this happening because there are some hidden risks related to Bitcoin SIP that are not told to you.
So if you are already doing an SIP in Bitcoin or investing, or are thinking of doing it, then this video will be very important for you. And you will find out things that perhaps some things might have never crossed your mind. So look, firstly, if you do an SIP in Bitcoin, how will you do it? You will do it using some platform or another.
But if we talk about cryptocurrency, there is a very important rule, and that is not your keys, not your crypto. Meaning if the investment you have made in cryptocurrency
if you don't have its private keys, then you are not the owner of that cryptocurrency. So, if you buy any cryptocurrency through a crypto exchange, do you get its private key? In most cases, you don't get it. And the exchange keeps the private keys with them. So this means that if the particular exchange has the private keys, then the owner is the exchange itself, not you. I know this might seem a bit technical to you, wondering what exactly a private key is. Is there even such a thing? Many people might not even know. So let me explain with an example. Suppose your cryptocurrency is kept in this locker. Think of it like a locker.
Now, if this is a locker, then it has 2 types of keys. One is its public key. You can tell anyone the public key because using the public key, someone can deposit money into this cryptocurrency. So for example, if there is a little space in the locker to put money in, what is that space? That is a public key by which someone can deposit money. But can the one who deposited money take it out? No, they cannot withdraw the money. To withdraw the money, what will the owner of this locker have? They will have their own private key. They will use that private key to open the locker and then withdraw whatever cryptocurrency is in it. So what is a public key? Public key, in a way, you can consider it like your bank account number, which anyone can use to make a payment to you if they have your account number. But if someone has your bank account password, your UPI password, then it's like your private key that can be used to withdraw the money. Now see, in the case of a bank account, if someone often if someone finds out your private key or bank account password and withdraws your money, the government knows at this place, it is written in all the documents that the money is yours. But what is the most special feature of cryptocurrency? It is that it is anonymous. That means it is not known who gave the cryptocurrency to whom, who took it, who sold it, who donated it, who bought it. Nothing is known. It only reveals that the person who has its key is the owner. If they don't have the key and someone else gets it, that person becomes the owner. This means that the private key is extremely important here. And this private key is the most significant proof that you are the owner of this particular cryptocurrency. That's the key, data. But because when you buy cryptocurrency through a crypto exchange, in most cases, you are not given any private key. Therefore, the actual ownership is with the crypto exchange. You're just blindly trusting that crypto exchange to return your money or to sell and give you the money when you want to sell. Now, for the short term, let's say 1 month, 2 months, 2 or 4 years, if you are investing somewhere, some adjustment can be made. But when it comes to SIP, it is meant for the long term. So, if at this time you don't have your private key, then what will happen after 10 years? Nobody knows. Cryptocurrency. In And for such a long time, when you are investing in that case, if your exchange deceives you, because there are not many government regulations here, you will get nothing. What you have invested that will also disappear. Let me tell you one thing here. If you assume you have 100 cryptocurrencies, then there will be 100 private keys for those 100 cryptocurrencies, and these private keys are also very long alphabet passwords, meaning this number will be so huge that you can't even remember it. So what is done for this? The best way to hold your cryptocurrency is through holding your cryptocurrency inside a crypto wallet. And there are two types of crypto wallets. One is a hot wallet, which is an online wallet that carries a small risk of hacking, and the other is a cold wallet, which is basically like a pen drive. And if you have stored your cryptocurrency inside your cold wallet, then in this case, understand that it cannot be hacked. The safest way to hold your cryptocurrency is to hold it inside a crypto wallet. To discuss. Now, if you want me to tell you in detail about these crypto wallets, do leave a comment for sure. If we get a good number of comments from you, then we will make a very detailed video on crypto wallets. We will make it. Now, you understand that you should keep your cryptocurrency in your crypto wallet. Only then it will be considered yours. Otherwise, it belongs to the crypto exchange. But see, when we talk about SEP in Bitcoin,
so here is another big problem. And that is, if it comes to CP, what comes to our mind when we think of CP? We think of safety. We think that if we are doing an SIP, then our money will be safe. And with the market fluctuations, sometimes the price of Bitcoin increases a lot, sometimes it decreases a lot. We will be able to average it out. Now look, in the calculation I did initially, I casually wrote here that you will get a 30% CAGR return. I have also talked about the next 30 years standing here. While Bitcoin has only been around for 16 years, initially it had several big movements. After that, Bitcoin has crashed by 30, 40, 50% several times. Now, if we look at it based on the past, so there, Bitcoin might have given returns of 60%, but that was its initial phase. Today, the chances of Bitcoin growing from that value are low. So the example of 30% that I was discussing with you, or besti tastan, your chakiti arke arpe time faje, it sounds and looks good. And I've only mentioned 30%. People are showing returns of 50%, 60% annual CAGR percent, and 10 crores, 20 crores, 50, 100 crores. They're talking about investment up to crores. Because of this, when someone comes in for investment, what are they thinking psychologically? They're thinking that the money they invest will definitely turn into returns one day. But here, there is no talk of risk at all. Is doing. Look, if Bitcoin can give 30% CAGR returns, then it might also crash 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% in the next 2 to 3 years. And in just 2 to 3 years, your money could also fall significantly. The chances of this happening are very low, but anything is possible in cryptocurrency. And this has already happened with many cryptocurrencies, meaning the simple thing is that cryptocurrency is very risky. So don't approach it with the safe mindset of an SCP. After this, when talking about the crypto exchange, there is one thing I forgot to mention to you. That is, this was the biggest problem associated with crypto exchanges, which is hacking. Many large crypto exchanges have been ruined after being hacked. You must have heard the example of WazirX. This was one of India's leading crypto exchanges. Even many people promoted it and many people used. But within just one day, WazirX was hacked and whatever cryptocurrency was there, all the investments by people became zero. The money people had put in was also not returned to them. It can. Besides, just a few days ago, there was a significant hack in a crypto exchange named Bybit. So it's possible that you start investing today and continue for years, and one day that exchange gets hacked and no SEBI can help you here because it's regulated. It's not there. So in this case, even if you have 10 crore, 20 crore or 100 crore rupees, nothing will come into your hands. Therefore, if you want to do an SIP in Bitcoin, I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't do it, but I am explaining the risk to you. So now let's understand in which case you should do SIP in Bitcoin. The first thing is, if you have understood all these risks, that if I do SIP in Bitcoin, all my money could be lost, and in that, in the